The Morrie's Automotive Group is here today with the newly redesigned 2017 Mazda CX-5. Now what I'd like to do is show you around the interior, the exterior, and then provide you with a driving review. So now for 2017, this is going to be a freshly designed car. You'll notice up front, that's going to be where most of the apparent changes are to look more like the all-new CX-9. I love this Kodo design language. You have the slimmer headlights, the LED taillights in the rear of the vehicle, which look incredible as well. And overall, it's just a better looking car. Not that there was much wrong with the 2016 or the 2016 and a half, but they've made some pretty big improvements with this one. Inside, they've made the cabin a little bit quieter to help reduce some of that wind noise from the previous model, and as well, there's a host of other changes. Most importantly, all that stuff is going to be inside where the driver is going to be, so I'll show you a few of those things as well as the space in the rear. So now in the back of the CX-5, obviously you're looking at a crossover SUV because you want a little bit more space. One cool thing with this new 2017 is you have these handles on the side that you can pull in the back, and that's going to fold the seats down. The one on the left side here, you can pull that and you can run hockey sticks through the middle, still put a couple bags in the back, and have room for 2 people in the back seat. From there, I mean, you do have enough space to get strollers in here. You have a spare tire underneath with the toolkit, and then as well some hidden away storage. So more than enough room to get an afternoon out or to go away for a long weekend. All right, so let's go for a little spin around here. So I know I shouldn't say this, but I feel like a parent who has a favorite child and you can't talk about it, but I really think the CX-5 might be my favorite child. It always seems like when people come to me and they say, Adam, what should I buy for a new car? And I always seem to say the Mazda CX-5. And that's for a few good reasons. It's because the fuel economy is great, the reliability is there, the room to actually put 5 adults or haul all your stuff. You can fold the seats down and get plenty of stuff in the back. There's just so much usability to this car. And now even with the changes for 2017, it's an even better car than it was for the 16 or the 16 and a half. So you've got some updates inside here, this new center console layout. I mean, you'll notice the screen is going to be a little bit different. It is a touch screen when you're not moving, but if you are moving, you have this hand control right here. And really the big thing with Mazda is that everything is easy to find. It's very easy to use. You're not reaching away from anything. The heated seat is very close. The air conditioning controls are close. And then the rest of the stuff's on the steering wheel here. So like I mentioned before, you have those updates for 2017, which it's a lot quieter in here, which I've noticed right away. And then as well, the adaptive cruise control seems to work pretty good. There's the different lengths you can set in front of you, and I mean, you can drive where it'll come to a complete stop and then take off again, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's one of those things if you're in traffic a lot, if you're in a heavily populated city and do a lot of driving where it's stop and go, that's a pretty unique thing to have. And then this is the Grand Touring, so this is almost all the way loaded up. I mean, you've got things like the sunroof, the soft touch leather, there's got heated seats in here, which is really nice too. There's a 3-level button there, but I mean, overall, the ride and drive is great. I mean, it's quieter, it's comfortable. I mean, compared to the 2016, I really liked that car. I mean, I spent a ton of time behind the wheel of that car, and I always seem to think that when you compare her to maybe the Honda, the Toyota, there's a certain aspect to the Mazda that makes it fun to drive. And that goes back to Mazda's old Zoom Zoom. I mean, this is a car that isn't just A to B, but it's more that you can get behind the wheel and enjoy your time. Where maybe some of the other, like I mentioned, Honda, Toyota, there's so many mid-size crossovers or even smaller compact crossovers that you have to find one that you like the style, you like the look, the feel. Everything kind of comes together in this package and seems to do that. The price is right, the look is amazing with this new 2017. That front end has, if you've seen the new MX-5, it's got a lot of styling cues from that, whether it's that or the Kodo design language. It just is, in my mind, the best crossover SUV on the market right now. So I think you owe it to yourself to absolutely get out and drive one. On behalf of the Morrie's Automotive Group, thanks for watching. Now, if you'd like to schedule your test drive in the new 2017 CX-5, make sure to call, click, or stop by your nearest Morrie's Mazda location. Thanks again for watching, and make sure you buy happy.